Hi everyone, welcome to a new video series. This is for Yamaha keyboards and it is about style creation. This is the first video in the series, and in this I'll give an overview of the style creator interface. There will be detailed videos on different controls and settings later. This video covers the style creator on the keyboard. There are some software tools available which can be used to do advanced programming in the styles. Now, what is a style? A style contains a MIDI file with usually up to 8 tracks and some special configuration data for the style. There can be more than 8 tracks with some advanced settings in the CSM data. But for making it simple, let's assume it is a MIDI file with 8 tracks. The MIDI track number 9 to 16 are used by default in a style. There are different sections in a style, like the variations, intros, fill-ins, break, and endings. When we create a style, patterns and configurations are created for each of these sections separate. When you play the style, you can trigger these sections using the dedicated panel buttons for those. Using the left part of the keyboard, the codes in the pattern can be changed. This code generation depends on the configuration data in the style. Let's go to the style creator now. I'm using a PSR SX900. It has a new interface with touchscreen which is similar to Geno's but different from Tyros and previous PSR models. But the controls and the style creation process would be almost similar in other models as well. To go to the style creator, select it from the menu. There are two pages in the menu. Press the menu button twice to access a style creator. Now we are in the style creator. The controls and configurations are arranged in different sections here. These sections are arranged at the left side in Geno's, SX900 and SX700. Other models without the touchscreen have them arranged on top as tabs. This is a screen from a PSRS 975. This is a mapping of the controls on the SX900 screen and the S975 screen. Now let me explain the controls in each of these sections. There are some controls which are displayed irrespective of the tab selected. This is the name of the style. This is a measure info. It will display the current measure of the section while recording or playing the style. This is a selected track for recording. This is for saving the style. This is step edit. I'll come back to it in a few minutes. This is to switch on the metronome. Now the settings in the basic section. When you open the style creator, it would open the current selected style in it. That means we are editing that style. If you need to create a new style from scratch, press the initialize style button. This will remove all the data and reset all the configurations to the default. This is a selected section for recording. You can change it using the data wheel or press the corresponding panel button. This is the length of the pattern in the current section in measures. This is a tempo. When you save the style, the tempo selected here will be saved to it. This is a time signature. When you press it, you will get a pop-up window to select the desired time signature. There are 4 common time signatures to select from the list. You can also use the arrows here to configure other time signatures. Once you select it, you need to press execute. Unlike the other settings in this section, changing the time signature will clear the data in all the sections. So changing time signature should be done before starting to record something in the style. In this section, we can select tracks for recording. All the 8 tracks are displayed here. The first 2 tracks are used to record drum patterns, third for bass, and others for chords or phrases. In the first track, which is rhythm 1, any sound except organ flutes can be assigned. That means you can assign a drum kit or a normal sound like a guitar or string in it. For the rhythm 2 track, only drum kit and SFX can be assigned. The red color means it is active for recording. Green means there is data and it will be played. Tracks with black color means they are either muted or nothing recorded in them. If there is no recording in a track, the color will not change to green even if you press it. But for muted tracks, it will turn green when pressed, which means it is unmuted. To select the track for recording, you can press and hold the track until it turns red. To select the sound for the track, press the instrument icon and it will open the sound selection window. You can delete all the contents in the track by pressing the delete icon here. This is a drum setup option. We can use it to assemble a new kit for this style by assigning new sounds to the keys from other kits or do some tuning to the drum notes. I have already made 2 detailed videos about drum setup feature. The links to those are given in the video description. This is used to clear specific drum notes from the recording. Press this icon during recording and you can press a key which you want to delete from the track. All the recorded notes of that key will be removed. This is for toggling the playing of audio part if the style has audio data in it. This feature is available only in some models. This section is for copying patterns from other styles or sections or tracks from the same style. You can select the source style, section and track to copy the patterns from. This section is for doing some edit operations on the recordings. This is for selecting the current channel for editing. Groove is to apply some change to the drum patterns in the tracks. Based on the settings, the pattern will be modified. Dynamics is to change the accent of some of the notes. Quantize is used to correct the timing of the notes. When we play the pattern on the keyboard for recording, the notes may not be placed exactly at the correct position. So we can apply quantize, which will align the notes to the correct position. There are different quantize values. Based on the time signature and the type of pattern, select the correct value to apply the quantize to the pattern. You need to press execute after selecting the type. After executing, you can play the style and check if it is fine. If not, you can undo it. Velocity is to change the volume of all the notes in the track. It is applied as a percentage. You can increase or decrease it. Bar copy. This is for copying the measures within the track. Bar clear is used to clear recordings in the selected measures. Remove event is used to remove specific type of events from the track. This section is for setting chord generation configuration for the selected track. It is called the style file format edit screen. The first one is source root and chord. This is used for setting the chord type and root for the original recording. When we record a pattern in the tracks other than the rhythm tracks, we would be recording only one chord type and would be in one root. By default, it will be in C major 7th. You can change it if you want to record the pattern in another root or chord type. When you play the style, the notes in the original recording will be transposed to generate different chords. This setting is not needed for drum tracks. When you select the rhythm track, the name changes to play root and chord. This is used to preview the pattern in chord types other than the recorded pattern. This is NTR and NTT. It means not transposition rule and not transposition table. This is a setting which decides how to generate new chords from the original recorded pattern. I'll explain these settings in detail in another video. This is RTR, which means retrigger rule. It decides how the pattern plays when a chord change happens on the keyboard. This is not limit settings. You can set an upper and lower limit for a sound so that the notes will always play within this range. This is a step edit page where you can edit individual notes. You can select each note and adjust the position, duration, note, etc. here. You can also select multiple notes and copy to another position. New notes can also be entered and selected notes can be deleted from here. There is a step record option here. Using this, you can enter notes one by one with a selected duration and velocity. Now to exit from the style creator, press the exit button. If you haven't saved the style, it will show a warning message. So this is an overview of the style creator page. We'll create a new style in the next video. I'll also post more videos with details of each sections and settings in the style creator. See you in the next video. Thank you.